Natural log is log base e. So log base e of 5x plus 8 equals 4. I forgot the domain. What's the domain? The argument has to be positive, so that 5x must be greater than negative 8, or x has to be greater than negative 8 divided by 5. So there's your domain right there. Okay, so e to the 4 is equal to the argument. Or that 5x equals e to the 4, subtract 8. Divide both sides by 5, so that x is e to the 4, subtract 8, divided by 5. That's an exact answer. Domain says that x plus 2 has to be positive, or that x must be greater than negative 2. And I'm looking at this, the base can't be 1, so x can't be negative 1. So there's your domain. I would mark you wrong if you didn't get that. So what do? Rewrite it so that x plus 2 squared equals 81. Now take the square root of both sides. Don't forget the plus or minus. X plus 2 equals plus or minus 9. So I'll get that x plus 2 equals 9. X plus 2 equals negative 9. X equals 7. X equals negative 11. Well, x can't be negative 11. So x is 7. X has to be bigger than negative 2. Now, what's the domain? X has to be greater than x plus 3 has to be greater than 0, and at the same time, x minus 3 has to be greater than 0. This says x has to be greater than negative 3, and the same time x has to be greater than 3. You pick the bigger of the two numbers, so my domain is x greater than 3. This is a sum. Sum turns into a product. So log base 4 of x plus 3 times x minus 3 equals 2. Or x plus 3 times x minus 3, rewrite this, 4 squared equals the argument. X squared plus 9 equals 16. X squared equals, add 9, subtract 9. This should be a minus 9 right here. So that should be a minus 9. Let's make sure that looks like a minus. Sorry about that. Because x minus 3 times x plus 3 is x squared minus 9. Now add 9 to both sides and I get 25. Now if x squared equals 25, take the square root of both sides. Don't forget the plus or minus. X is plus or minus 5. Well, x has to be greater than 3, So x must be 5, -5, needn't apply for the job. Now this is a subtraction. Well, let's do the domain first. X plus 3 must be greater than 0, and x minus 2 must be greater than 0. X must be greater than -3. X must be greater than 2. Pick the bigger of the two numbers. X greater than 2 is your domain. Now this is subtraction, so it turns into a quotient. So this is the log of x plus 3 divided by x minus 2 equals 2. There's no base, which means it's base 10. So 10 squared equals the argument. X plus 3 divided by x minus 2 equals 10 squared. Clear the fraction by multiplying both sides by x minus 2. And the x minus 2's reduce out. X plus 3 equals 100 times x minus 2. X plus 3 equals 100, x minus 200. Subtract x. 3 equals 99, x minus 200. Add 200. 203 equals 99x. Now divide by 99 so that x equals 203 divided by 99.